All right, here we are. Welcome back to LWG. We're starting a little different here. I keep forgetting to do this in the last couple. We already deployed the forces, and I forgot to do the introduction to the battle, but here we're going to do it now. Welcome back to LWG. My name is Jared. I am here with Ross. We're going to be playing some Tzeentch versus Ogre Mawtribes. 2,000 points, Age of Sigmar. We're back in the mortal realms, and we are set for a good time. The mission today is going to be Places of Arcane Power, and you can actually see how we're deployed already, but for those of you that don't know, Places of Arcane Power, very fun mission. This is the one where you need heroes are the only ones that can hold the objectives, and they have to be within 3 inches to do so. They have to end a move within 3 inches if the chest is unclaimed. If another hero has claimed the chest, and again, you can't move away from him, and he's standing there with the chest, you can have one of your heroes kill the hero that is in control of it, and if the hero that killed if the hero that killed the hero that is within 3 inches is also within 3 inches, then the victorious hero will immediately claim the objective instead of having to do a move on it. So very interesting mission. It puts armies to the test. Some armies are not built for this mission. So we're going to see what we do here. We got the Hungry Hungry Mawtribes versus the deceivers and the trickery and the reviled by the internet currently, Disciples of Tzeentch. Okay, here we are with the Disciples of Tzeentch. This is, you saw this army on the channel before. I put a lot of painting work into it, even though it might not show up yet. But I have been working on my acolytes, I have been working on my heroes, and I got almost everything. Everything's got a 3-color standard, but I'm not quite done yet on everything. I did do a lot of work on the endless spells as well. So if you did watch the other videos, there you go. I'm making some painting progress. I want to apologize for my acolytes because they are not completed painted, but hopefully by the next battle report they can be. So this is my Tzeentch army. And I did get called out by Ross here today. That's why you're seeing these guys again. We had a local tournament, and I did run this list at that local tournament and ended up taking all the games. I had some great opponents. We learned a lot. We had a lot of fun. But Disciples of Tzeentch did clear it out. I do want to chalk it up. I think a lot of my opponents didn't have a full understanding of what the new Disciples of Tzeentch book can do, and I think between that and some really hot dice is why I pulled it out. But I'm going to tell myself it's because I did good, but I know I know that the truth is that it was probably just luck, so it's just dumb luck. But there you go. This is a tournament winning list. It was a 24-player tournament. We had a good time, 3 games, and it was good. And Ross, the list that he's going to be running today up against the Ogres, that is also his tournament list, so we'll be checking that out in a second. So let's do the army breakdown. We'll run through this real quick. I am going to be running the Guild of Summoners today. I'm really enjoying that. It allows me to bring all the models that I want to bring to the battle, as long as Tzeentch is willing, that is. So for those of you that don't know, the Guild of Summoners is it's the sub-faction for Tzeentch that allows you to, it basically gets rid of the summoning table. So I can't summon any demons the standard way that Tzeentch normally does. What it does, though, is I can only summon Lords of Change, but it knocks it down. So the first one I summon, I only need 9 fate points to summon. And the way I do that is by casting spells or my enemy casting spells. And if I have 9, I can summon in a Lord of Change at the end of my movement phase. Then the second one I needed for 18, and then 27, and then there you go for the rest of the battle. But that'll never happen. So it's a very cool faction. The command trait is really nice too. While my general is alive and he's on the battlefield on a 4+, I get an extra command point back at the start of my hero phase, which is great. And the command ability for the army, which all the heroes have access to, is you can add +1 to cast and unbind rolls until my next hero phase, which is also come in really handy in a lot of games. So there's that. And then the artifact, which will be on the Zangor Shaman, is going to allow me to automatically pass battle shock tests for any of my Guild of Summoner units that are wholly within 12 of him. So the general is going to be the Gaunt Summoner on Disciples of Tzeentch. And he is going to be rocking the Bolt of Tzeentch spell, which is cast on a 7, 18-inch range, and it does D6 mortal wounds. And he is a Gaunt Summoner. So he will be able to bring in, for free, He gives up one of his casts, and at the end of during my hero phase, I can grow or just summon in a squad of 10 pink horrors, which I will be doing. And then the Gaunt Summoners also know the Infernal Flames, I believe it's called, where they ignite a whole unit and you roll a dice for every model in the unit. On a 5+, they take a mortal wound. So some horde control, some objective control by making new units, and some deeps because he puts out that D6 mortal wounds. Very good unit. 2-cast wizard, loving him. Pretty pricey, and if he does not, if you can snipe this guy before he has a chance to make demons, like if you go first, you're going to be racking up like 460 points in one shot. So that's how you take care of them. The Gaunt Summoner on foot is going to be the next choice. He has all the same things. He can summon in 10 more pink cards, and he has the Infernal Flame spell, and also has Arcane Suggestion, which is casting on an 18-inch range. This spell is nasty. I can pick one of 3 options. I can either tell you to take a knee and lower your save by 1 on the whole unit. I can reduce, or I can pick -1 to hit and -1 to wound for the whole unit, which is savage, or I can do D3 mortal wounds. So very versatile spell, though hard to cast, and he knows that. In here we got a Change Caster, which is the basically Herald of Tzeentch, the old Herald of Tzeentch. This one here is going to be rocking. Oh, he has a spell that casts on a 9, which is pretty nuts. But it does D6 mortal wounds, and then he has a special ability where whenever he casts a spell on a 9+, he can then attempt to cast another spell, which is great. And then he also has, once per game, he has his Arcane Tome that he can roll 3d6 to cast, or Unbind. And discard the lowest, so you get to pick the results you want there. So very cool caster, very powerful, and the spell that we're bringing with him is going to be Unchecked Mutation, which is 18-inch range, does D3 mortal wounds. I believe it casts on a 6. Yeah, casts on a 6. And then if it kills a model in the unit, I roll a dice, and on a 3+, it does another D3 mortal wound. So some roiling mutations going through the squad there. Behind them, we have the Changeling. He's awesome. 120 point 2-cast wizard. He doesn't have his own spell, so that's a little bit of a downside for him. But he is going to be taking from the book the Treason of Tzeentch spell, which is cast on a 5, which is bonkers. You pick an enemy unit in 18, you roll a dice for every model in the unit. And on a roll of a 6, that unit suffers a mortal wound. And if any models die, that unit is -1 to hit with their weapons, which is nasty stuff. The Changeling also has he has a special ability where he can, after deployment, I can elect to pick him up off the board, and then at the end of my first movement phase, he will appear anywhere in the enemy territory 3 inches or more from enemy models. I gotta be honest, GW kind of ruined him, in my opinion, with that. I have yet to actually see a reason to ever do that. But I suppose it's usable sometimes. I've never used it. I usually use him just as a support wizard because he has the greatest thing ever, which is Puckish Misdirection. So in the enemy hero phase, you can pick an enemy unit within 9 inches of him, and they're just -1 to hit and have their movement. Pretty cool stuff. The problem with it is he should be able to teleport and do that because it's in the enemy hero phase. So it's just risky because he can't turn invisible anymore, so he either gets killed. So you're just going to throw him away to slow down an enemy unit for 1 turn. Maybe. I just don't see it. And then while we're over here, we're just going to go through the endless spells that we brought. The big purple grape in the room is the Purple Sun. We got that, and then right here we've got the Tome of Eyes. Which is, if you're unfamiliar with it, it's kind of a spell that follows a wizard around. It doesn't really do anything in and of itself. Cast on a 5, gives the wizard that casts it re-rolling their failed casts, and if they roll double 1s or double 6s, the spell automatically goes off, can't be unbound, but they suffer D3 mortal wounds. It also gives them access to a new spell which does D3 mortal wounds in 18 inches, cast on, I believe it's an 8. And for every model slain by that spell, it reduces the bravery of that unit by 1 for the rest of the battle. So pretty cool spell. I like the tome. It's served me well. And then here we've got the Burning Sigil of Tzeentch. This, ladies and gentlemen, might be my favorite thing in the entire new battle tome for Tzeentch, the Burning Sigil. Some people give it a bad rap, but it is easy to cast on a 5. You stick it out within 18, and then it has this random chart that at the end of every one of my Tzeentch movement phases, it goes off, You randomly roll for the effect, and there's some good stuff. It's like -1 to hit. A unit can move. It can do D3 mortal wounds, and if a model is slain, it turns into a spawn. And I gotta tell you, in the last tournament, I literally won a game because my Sigmar of Tzeentch turned a crossbowman into a spawn and tied up 2 squads of 10 crossbowmen in the backfield. It was awesome. So yeah, even though it's random, and I know people hate random, it has done nothing but serve me well, because when you set it up, you have control over it if you set it up in a wise way. So that you put the good stuff on you, you put the bad stuff on the enemy, and it is good stuff. And then over here we have the Geminids of Ogres, which everybody is super familiar with. And our last character is the Zangor Shaman, and he has a very cool potion that he can drink once per game that lets him cast an extra spell and reroll the casting there. And he has a spell also which can do D3 mortal wounds at 18-inch range, casting on a 7, and any models you slay with that, you can actually add to the Zangor. So you just mutate them into Zangors. Very cool stuff. And the spell that he is bringing along is going to be Shield of Fate, which, depending on how many Destiny dice I have, allows a unit to reroll their saves and give some magic resist. So very good support unit, and he combos very well with the Zangors and these guys here, the workhorse of this army, the Enlightened on Discs of Tzeentch. Super fast, super choppy, and even choppier when accompanied by the Shaman. These guys can be where you need them to be and do the work that you need them to do. They hit like a train. So, and they're super fast, so it's very hard to defend against them. Points well spent, in my opinion. And then for additional, we have the 20 Zangors for battle line. These guys also can be very quick and very choppy and very tough. They were a workhorse in the last event that I played in, and did their job holding the line, beating up other line units, and getting those objectives. Very good stuff. And tying down the big monsters too. So I love those Angors. And then we got one squad of 10 Carrick Acolytes, and we have another squad of 10 Carrick Acolytes. These guys are very cool battle line units that have some shooting attacks. That you can plink and pepper away at the enemy, and you don't have to be afraid to throw them away either. A very good speed bump. So that's the army. And since I'm Guild of Summoners and I do have some Gaunt Summoners, I will be adding in some pink cards and hopefully some Lords of Changes as we move on to the battle. So that's it for Tzeentch. Yeah, loving this army, having a lot of success with it, and a lot of fun. Moving over to the Ogres. Okay, and here we are with Ross's Ogors, the Ogre Horde, raging all over the channel again. You've seen them before, but they are back. After they were done feasting on the Flesh Eater courts at the Thanksgiving special, now they're back for more. So, what do you got here, Ross?
All right, so this is the list I also took to the Burke's Winter Blast tournament. I did 2-1. I only lost to a Shooty Stormcast list. But you know, it was a tough loss. But you know, for ogres and shooting is not usually a good combination.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
he had hunted some ogre before.
Yeah. So, so basically, starting thing off, So first, we'll go to Mawtribe. This list runs the Blood Gullet Mawtribe. So if you don't know, the Blood Gullet Mawtribe is the Mawtribe that allows your butchers to gain an extra spell and cast an extra spell.
Fantastic.
So think of it, each of your normal 1-turn casters are now 2-turn casters. So that's very good. It allows you to get a lot of buffs off. It allows you to throw a lot of spells out there against Jared's list. I don't know how effective that will be, but we'll have to wait and see. So in this list, you'll notice that for my leaders, I am running a Slaughtermaster. He has the command trait, nice drop of the red stuff.
Okay.
That command trait allows anyone around him to consolidate an extra 3 inches when consolidating around.
Fantastic.
Yes. Then we move on to the
which spell does he have?
Oh, spells that he has both Blood Feast and Rib Cracker.
Okay.
Alright, and then over here you have the Tyrant. The Tyrant, he's just a normal Tyrant. I do run him in the Tyrant's Gut Guard formation. So he can, as long as he's close to the Iron Guts, he can shed wounds onto them on a 4-up. And he actually does have the mandatory artifact for this formation, and that is the the Splatter Cleaver.
Splatter Cleaver, love that thing.
The Splatter Cleaver is a really good artifact. So what happens is every time he actually kills a model from himself and every unit around him will heal D3 wounds. And next to him is the Butcher. He's just a standard Butcher. He has both Greasy Deluge and Flesh Crave Curse. They're the more offensive spells. He also has the second artifact that I have,
nice.
And he's taking the Blood Rock Talisman that will give him a +2 against casting of endless spells.
Ooh, so you can deny spells on a +2?
Yes, I deny endless spells on the +2, not all spells.
That could come in handy.
Yes, it did. I only had to do. I used it once during the tournament, and it did succeed. So I'm hoping that it'll come. Come up.
Well, we've been talking a lot lately. I think the current meta as of February 2020. Is Magic is coming back something fierce right now, so that's smart to take that.
So right now for battle lines, I am running 2 Ogre Glutton squads, full squads of 12 apiece. You run them at 12, you get the discount, and more importantly, when you run them at 12, when they get their impact hits happen on a 4 and not a 6.
Scary
I'm
stuff.
also running 4 Iron Guts as well. They form the rest of the formation with my Tyrant. And they're precisely armed as you see fit, just giant clubs. If I can get them in there, they'll do some damage.
Oh yeah, we're squishy, so yeah.
So as you can also see right next to my Maw Pot, I have 60 Nobblers.
Here they are.
60 Nobblers is what you get on the when you max out the squad. You do get a discount. I consider one of the stars of this army because if I can get the first turn, I could easily, using the Tyrant's command ability for a slight cost of D3 models, make the entire squad fearless.
Fantastic.
Then I just drive them forward and watch them die. And for spells, I have cogs because ogres are fast and they do like to be faster. So
fantastic. So and cogs can help me out too, so I don't mind that one.
Yeah.
So very cool. Very brutal stuff. They are hungry. They are on the rampage, and they want some blue chicken for dinner. So that is the good stuff, Ross, and beautifully painted. And we're moving on to deploy. So here's deployment. We're going to do a quick run through. So what we got here on the right-hand side is the Gaunt Summoner on the disc, my general. In front of him is the 10 Acolytes, supported by the Changeling here, the 20 Zangors. We got the Zangor Shaman, the Zangor Enlightened on discs, the other Gaunt Summoner, 10 more Acolytes, and then over here on his own, because I guess the Ogres, I'm not too scared of them getting over to him on like turn 1 or anything. Is the Change Caster all on his own. So that is the Disciples of Tzeentch. And we're going to zip on over here to the Ogor Mawtribes. And you can help me out here, Ross, but it looks like we got 12 Gluttons, the Slaughtermaster, the Iron Guts, and then hiding behind the tent there's the Butcher, the Tyrant, the 60 Nobblers in the back, and the 12 Gluttons up front here. So that's the deploy for the Ogres. So before we get started, what big name did those Ogres pick?
I took the 1 Death Cheater, so my Tyrant will have +1 wound.
+1 wound to the Tyrant?
He has 9 wounds.
Wow, that's crazy.
Have fun with that.
But it's 9. I like 9. It's a sign. Maybe we'll get him to join us. But anyway, I also have my tricks up my sleeve, and they're called Destiny Dice. So here we go. What do we get? We got 3 5s. That's pretty good. We got a 6. We got a 2, 2 3s, and 2 4s. Not too shabby. Especially since the post FAQ stuff has been going on, and I didn't get any 1s. So the controversy, it's fitting. For me, it's fitting for Disciples of Tzeentch to always be arguing about the rules and have all their shady tricks behind the scenes. But for those of you that are up to date with some of the Tzeentch stuff, there's a lot of debate whether you can use Destiny Dice to stop horrors from running away, or use the Destiny Dice to make them use their banner to come back, is what I mean. Anyway, the way we're going to be playing it is, yes, indeed, if I did get a Destiny Dice of 1, I can indeed use that as the Battle Shock, because these dice function as a replacer to a roll. It's like you rolled a 1. And I know there's going to be controversy. You can talk about it in the comments if you want. But that's how we interpreted it. I believe that was the intent, and that's how it's written. It's the way it's been forever, and we're not going to be changing it. So there's my Destiny Dice. The Ogres did deploy first. So Ross, what's it going to be?
I will be going first.
Ogres, turn 1, coming up. So we're back after the Ogres hero and movement phase, turn 1. What went down, Ross?
Well, to stay out of the death range of your magic and abilities, I had to play a little less aggressive than I'm usually used to.
The Ogres don't like that.
I know. I was able to get cogs off.
Yes.
And spending the command point, I was able to get my Nobblers up onto this objective. Now, with this mission, I can't, the Nobblers can't hold the objective, but with 60 Nobblers on that objective now, I'm hoping to keep Jared away from it.
Yeah, we were discussing, because I have 5 heroes and he has 3. Plus, I probably am going to make another one, at least at some point during the game in the Lord of Change. So I've doubled the amount of heroes. So what we were discussing is if he just runs in, he's going to get blown up by my magic and the counterattack. So it is smart to hang back. And since, we rolled random for the mission, and this is the mission that it is, it takes him a little while to get his ogres up the field and into a good position. So he's going for the objectives. So we thought, why don't we swamp the one over there to try to keep me more than 3 away? And then have the rest of the ogres focus on this side, because it's tough with Tzeentch's speed. My heroes move some of my heroes move 16. So he's trying to consolidate his strength and play to his strengths and not play into the trap. Which
I was able to do my bully to the first degree. So this 60-man squad of Nobblers is fearless.
Right. So if they're up there swamping, I won't be able to just fly up with the Gaunt Summoner and take it. So heck, even if I could probably get within 3 here. But I got to be honest with you, Gaunt Summoner is going to die to the Nobblers. Like, they will literally kill him because there's just too many of them. And he only has 5 wounds.
And they will never run away.
Oh, excuse me. The disc one has 6, but he has like a terrible save. So I think they would take him down. So some tactics and some play. There was only 1 spell cast, so I only have 1 fate point, and that is that, right?
Yes. That's all for my half of turn 1.
Then we're going to be going into Tzeentch, turn 1. Okay, we are back after Tzeentch, turn 1, hero and movement phase. And since I wasn't in range to do a lot of nuking, I didn't actually show the rolls. However, we're going to run through it right now. So what went down in turn 1? Okay, so we're going to start over here on the left. The change caster, he advanced up to, didn't quite make it in 3 of that chest, but he's over there. He cast Unchecked Mutation, even though I wasn't in range to actually hit you. Still cast it, got it off. Gave me the spell there, but no damage done. The Horrors, they attempted to cast their +1 to hit spell, but failed, and then moved up the field there. And then we have the Acolytes here, this 10-man squad. They did cast their +1 rend spell and moved up. Same thing over here. They cast their +1 rend spell and moved up. These Horrors moved up and they did get off the +1 to hit spell. The Gaunt Summoner here attempted to cast the Purple Sun and failed. And that was that. Since he made the Horrors, he only had the 1 cast this turn. Changeling, doing real good this time, cast the Sigil of Tzeentch and he failed to deny it. And then he also did Mystic Shield on those pink Horrors. And then moved up for support. Zangor's moving up to support behind. Zangor Shaman attempted to cast Shield of Fate, failed. And then used his once per game potion because I needed to do it to try to get the 9th spell. With the reroll, double 1s and then a 1 and a 2, failed to cast Arcane Bolt with a reroll. So we won't be getting the Lord of Change thanks to that Shaman. We're going to fire him later. But then he moved up in support of the Enlightened in this side of this flank of the board. And then this Gaunt Summoner here cast, as you can see, the Tome of Eyes. He did get that off. So when all's said and done, I did cast 8 spells. Or I cast 7. I cast 7 spells plus Ross's 1 that he cast brings me up to 8. Just shy of getting that free Lord of Change, which makes Ross really happy. This is precisely why Ross didn't cast his spells in the first turn. He didn't want to just rack up points for me, which is smart. And then as far as movement goes, this Nobbler move was really good because I couldn't really get in there unless I wanted to charge. And honestly, I don't want to throw my general out there just yet. So this is where we're at. I didn't pick up any objectives. I mean, I could have got I could have got to them, but it puts me in such a bad place that I'll just lose my heroes if I go. So it was very smart movement from the Ogres. So that's that. We do have to roll now for the Burning Sigil. Happens at the end of the movement phase. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go, Burning Sigil. It's a 1. I know what that is. I don't have to look it up. So I can pick a unit in 12, any unit, do D3 mortal wounds, and if a model dies, it turns into a chaos spawn. So I think I'm going to measure it up and we'll come right back. Okay, so the 1 from the Burning Sigil is going to cause some unchecked mutation on my own guys. So here we go. D3 mortal wounds to the pink hearts. That's an LWG. That's a 6 for us. So that's 3 wounds coming in. So 3 wounds coming in on the pink hearts. They do have a 6-up shrug, so I got to do that. Nope. So that's going to kill 3 pink hearts, which is going to make 6 blues and a chaos spawn. Yay! Because I killed a model, so I'm killing my own guys to make spawns. Very very Tzeentchy. So we'll get that up and come right back. All right, we got the 6 blues down. And the spawn has appeared within 3 inches. There he is. Which, interestingly enough, I could actually charge with him, even though that's suicidal. I think I'll just leave him there. So that's that. And now we're going to be moving into the shooting phase. So I think we're going to be starting to plink off some Noblars. So I'm going to get the dice ready, and we'll come right back. All right, so the pink hearts are going to be firing into the Noblars. So I got the dice ready. Let's go. We do have the spell, so we're going to be hitting on 4s, and we're going to be wounding on 4s. So 4s. Alright. I was disparaging these LWG dice for their bad rolling. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt me. So that was pretty good. And then 4s to wound. It might have come back to haunt me. So, yeah, not too bad. I'll take it. So that is 8 no-rends for 1 damage on the Noblars. Alright, so the 8 saves on the Noblars from the deluge of magical fire. And they have a 6-up?
Yeah.
Dang!
Cock
Look at these
dice.
guys. Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead.
5 going down from the leathery skin of the Noblars. Just couldn't be penetrated. Okay, and then we're going to have these acolytes are going to fire into the Noblars there. I'm going to measure up range, make sure they're all in, and I'll come right. Okay, so these acolytes, this squad of 10 is all in 18 of the Noblars. So here we go. They're going to be hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. Okay, so that's 3 rend 1s on the Noblars, dropping 3 more. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any other targets. Just look at that, the sink. This is meat shield of Noblars over here. It's crazy stuff. The Gaunt Summoner is going to fire his staff at them, hitting on a. Nope, that's not what he's hitting on. And I think that is everybody that's in range. I'm going to double check over here, but I'm pretty sure they're out. Okay. Yep. The guy, everybody over here was out of range, which is fine. And that is going to actually be turn 1. So, because I think if I were to charge in, because I could charge in with the spawn, I could charge in with the pinks. I think it's only going to benefit Ross if I do that. So I think I want to maintain my positions. I've got my buffs where I want them to be, and I'm prepared for that double turn. Well, I'm prepared for my double turn in that eventuality, and I'm also prepared if the Ogres were to go now. So that'll be it. It's a scoreless game because we are being a little cautious, and we're going to the almighty roll-off. All right, Ross, here we go. A 1 for Tzeentch, and a 6 for the Ogres. Are you going to take it or are you going to give it? I need a minute. Ross needs a hot minute to think about it. Coming right back. Okay, Ross has given it a thought. And here's the thoughts. So I was explaining to Ross, because I don't like to, even though I'm playing Tzeentch, I don't like to deceive and dismay my opponents unless it's a tournament. Then I'll just wait for them to ask. But since this is a friendly learning game, this is where we're at. Ross could take the turn. And we said, what would happen if Ross took the turn? Okay, so clearly the Ogres are going to have to muscle their way through somewhere. That's how Ogres play. And his goal would be to get to this objective in this one, and then maybe that one. But he's kind of saying he just wants to tie that one up. So if he did run in here, these pinks are going to be -1 to hit for him. And we think that between the Iron Guts and the Heroes and the Gluttons, he probably will kill them. But then where does that get him? Right? I'm set up for a double turn with all of his heroes and his dudes up the field within death range. Right now, if he were to give me the turn, I'm not going to be able to really... Geminids is really the only thing I can have to throw up and hurt his heroes, which that's not going to kill him. It could be annoying, but it's not going to kill him. But if he were to move forward and get into the 18-inch range of my spells, I could blow up all of his heroes, and then the game's over right there. So, yeah, there you go. And then if he were to run in and just kill these things, what's it accomplish, really? I don't know. So anyway, after discussing it, Ross will probably get me that Lord of Change because I'm going to get another cast. But again, if I set him up this turn, it happens at the end of the movement phase. I can't cast my magic with them. If the Ogres give it to me, they're going to be set up to go for the double turn on turn 3. And after discussing it, I think that's the only way the Ogres are really going to they're going to win this. This is risky because he's in some death range from some of my stuff. But Ross has decided he's going to give it to Tzeentch. So Tzeentch double turn, which I agree in this particular situation is wise. So hopefully we can have some clutch dispels for the Ogres. Moving into Tzeentch turn 2. Okay, now if you didn't notice, I didn't pick an agenda for Tzeentch last turn because I couldn't have done any of them. So this turn, I'm actually going to be picking an agenda. Let's see. I think the agenda that... Oh, man. Made it risky. I think the agenda that I want to pick is going to have to be... It's going to have to be Destined Mayhem. The one where if I make a charge from 9 inches, I get +1 attack for that unit. So we're going to be doing that. I don't know if I'm going to use it because this is scary. The cogs are up too. So I have like super move here. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's the agenda. Okay. And then we're going to be moving into the Tzeentch hero phase and movement phase, and we'll come right back. Okay. So Gaunt Summoner is within 12 of the Noblars, and that's a juicy target. So he's going to try his Infernal Flames. I need a 7 for it to go. Oh, should I Destiny Dice this sucker? Nah, we're just going to go for it. We failed. Should have Destiny Diced it. Okay, then his other spell cast, we're going to try the Purple Sun. Let's do it. I can't roll bad twice in a row, can I? Oh, God, I can! Okay, the Changeling is going to do Treason of Tzeentch. He is within 18. Here we go. Need a 5. Okay, 5, 6, 7.
What does that do?
That will be, I roll a dice for every model in the unit, and on a 6+, you take a mortal wound.
My Slaughtermaster will try to deny it.
All right, Slaughtermaster's in 30. You need
6, 7, 8, 9.
Blocked it. Stopping all my magic. This isn't good. The Changeling's other spell, I guess. What's he gonna do at this point? I guess he'll try some Geminids. What could go wrong? Everything could go wrong. No. So no Geminids. So that means the Changeling and the Gaunt Summoner both failed to cast. Oh man, that's rough. That's real rough. All right, we're going to zip on over to this side of the board. We're going to try this guy here. The Change Caster is going to attempt Unchecked Mutation. Need a 6. Wow. The dice! Tzeentch betrayeth! Doesn't go off. And then this Gaunt Summoner here, he is going to attempt to do... wow. I guess Mystic Shield, right? I need a 6. That goes off on a 5, 6, 7.
You can have it.
I can have Mystic Shield. Thanks, Ross. And then his other spell is going to have to... I guess I'll have to try Arcane Bolt. Need a 5. But I can re-roll because of the book. All right. So that's going to go off too. But I don't have a target for it. I'm out of range. But that does add me up to 2. So I'm up to 13 casts. And then the last spell is going to be from the Shaman. He is going to put Shield of Fate on the pink horrors up here. Shield of Fate. That does go off on a 9.
Butcher will try to block it.
Butcher? It's not endless, so you don't get those extra.
But I get a +1.
Get the +1 from the Maw Pot.
5, 8, 9.
No, it's a match. So I finally cast something. Shield of Fate on these pink horrors up here. Okay, and that brings me up to 14 casts. The Acolytes here failed. They did cast. No, they failed. These pinks got the +1 to hit. The pinks got the +1 to hit. And then the Acolytes got the +1 rend. It's just these acolytes that failed. Wow, that was a pretty lackluster turn of casting.
Good choice on my part.
Good choice for the Ogres. Looks like they could read the skeins of fate better than Tzeentch could today. Okay, so that's the casting. We are going to do our movement and come right back. All right, end of Tzeentch. Movement phase, turn 2. After, well, hero and movement phase. What a lackluster hero phase. The Ogres judged that, they judged it properly. I failed tons of spells, but I did get a few off. Shield of Fate up here might help. And as you can see, we have brought in Bluebird, Master Chicken, the Skeksis himself. The Lord of Change is on the battlefield and set up in a safe spot back here as to not get plowed down by the ogre hordes and on the horrible double turn that's about to happen to me. So other than that, what we did is we advanced the lines forward. This guy over here, the change caster, he advanced 5 and did pick up the chest here. The pink horrors have stretched out and they moved up. The shaman has moved in and he is within 3 of the objective and has picked it up, supported by the Gaunt Summoner, the Acolytes, the Enlightened, and now the Lord of Change. Zangor is moving up to midfield to hopefully do a nice counter offensive after the Ogres commit. The Spawn being super annoying, moving right in front of the Ogre lines there. And oh, it's the end of the movement phase, so I'm actually going to have to do that Burning Sigil again. So here we go. For the Burning Sigil, it's a 2. What does a 2 do, Ross? Do you know offhand?
No.
No? Let me look it up for you. A 2 is crippling appendages. Pick 1 unit within 12 of the Burning Sigil and have the move characteristic of that unit until the next hero phase. Wow, that's going to come in handy. So I'm gonna measure that up and come right back. All right, Tzeentch doing his randomized magic to this battle once again. Those ogres, the 12 ogre bulls, are within 12 inches of the Burning Sigil, having their movement until the next Tzeentch hero phase. Nasty stuff from the Sigil. And then over here we have advanced the horrors up and the acolytes, and the changeling is within 12 of these horrors. And then my general, the Gaunt Summoner on the disc, has moved up. Now, because that Noblar's there, I couldn't get within 3 inches on this move. But if I charge in, I'll be able to pick it up, which I think I'm going to have to do, which is risky, but we're going to do it. So that's that. We're going to be moving into the shooting phase. So I guess first thing is, this guy right here, the Gaunt Summoner, is going to fire his staff at those Noblars. So hits on a 3 and wounds on a 4. Nope. And we've got the Acolytes are now going to fire their ranged attack into the Noblars. They did get their spell off, so they'll be rend 1, but they are hitting on 4s. And they are wounding on 3s. Okay, so 3 -1s on the Noblars. It goes right through and kills 3. Further into the shooting phase, we're gonna. Oh! I forgot to mention. Sorry, guys. I forgot to mention. The big bird is the sword bird. He has the sword and the staff, and his spell that he takes from the spell lore is going to be Tzeentch's Firestorm. Okay, so then we're gonna fire these horrors into the Noblars, and we'll come right back. Okay, so the horrors are firing into the Noblars. They did get their spell. No, they failed their spell. That's right. So they're only going to be hitting on 5. Yeah, cool. All right. Nice shooting, guys. Can they convert with another 4 up to wound? Not too shabby. So that's 6 into the Noblars. Oh, Ross is just going to roll it.
6
no
up
red,
save.
no red.
Do we see any 6s?
Nope.
No.
So 6 go down. So, cool. So the pink horrors are going to be firing their ranged attacks. They did get the spell off, so they're going to have the +1 to hit. They're going to be firing at the
Ogres. Gluttons.
The gluttons. Yeah, I guess I'll just shoot at the gluttons. Let's try to pepper them. So 4s. Yeah. Oh, I knocked that one over. And 4s. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. So that's going to be 7 saves on the gluttons. And I believe they have a 5 up, right?
Yes.
Oh, the lookout Noblar. Does that do anything?
It will wounds. That deals with wounds. So right now, as you can see, I saved 1.
So 6 going through. Oh.
No, nothing. So I lose 1.
So it's just 6 wounds.
Yeah.
6 wounds. That's okay. So the Gaunt Summoner here is going to fire his staff into those same gluttons, hitting on a 3. Yes, that's a 6. And wound on a 4. No wound there. And the acolytes here are going to be firing, but I have to measure because I think some of them can't see right. Okay, the acolytes are going to be firing into these 12 gluttons here. One of them can't see because he's behind the statue, so he'll fire at the other squad. But we'll do that in a second. So these guys are going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, nice shooting. And then wounding on 3s. Wow. So that's 7, and they did not get their spell off this round, so no rends.
5 up save. Finally a better roll.
Cool.
6 lookout nobblers. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go through, so...
Oh, that's 11 damage into that squad just from shooting. Nice. And then that one that can't see is going to fire... I guess he'll just shoot at the butcher because he can see the butcher. So here we go.
-1 to hit.
Oh, he misses that. Yep. Okay, and that is all the shooting for Tzeentch. We are actually going to be doing some charging this time. So, here we go. Gaunt Summoner, charging in. Need a 3. He's going to make it. We'll get him moved up, and we'll come right back. But then also, should I charge the... No, the Acolytes are going to stay still. Just the Gaunt Summoner's going in. Okay, the Gaunt Summoner, he has made his charge, and he has ended his move within 3 of the chests. So, he has picked it up. That means Tzeentch has all the chests. But now, I only have 1 unit in combat. It's the Gaunt Summoner. So, here we go. The Warp Tongue Blade hits on a 3. That's a hit. And it wounds on a 4. That's a wound. No rend. 1 damage. Nope. So kills 1. His disc. D3 attacks for 2. And it's going to hit on 4s. And wound on 4s. No. Nothing from the disc. So then it'll be the Nobblers pile in and come right back. Okay, we forgot to do the Nobblers traps. They got their traps set in the ruins.
On a 6, I get to do D3 mortal wounds. Oh, the traps are failed.
It's a 5. So it does not work on the traps, but it was worth the shot. Good job, little man.
Are you a -1 to hit?
I am -1 to hit because I am a Tzeentch demon, yes.
So 5s to hit. 1 hit with the Nobblers. 5 to wound. 1 wound.
1 wound. And he normally has a 6 up save, which is crazy. But his hovering disc of Tzeentch, if you are not a monster and you cannot fly, I add 2 to my save. So 4 up save for the Gaunt makes it on a 5. So no damage done. To each other, really.
Yes. Yeah.
So there we go. But I did grab the objective, and that is my only charge. I have all 3 objectives, so that makes it 3-zip Tzeentch, and we're set up for a brutal... Oh man, I really wish that magic phase would have gone better. I needed Geminids out here to help stop this onslaught, to help deter the double turn. But woo, this is gonna hurt. I really am scared. Going into Ogres turn 2. The Tyrant standing proud on the statue in the middle of the board. But Ross, what went down? Ogres turn 2, hero and movement phase.
All right, pretty much everyone moved up, as you could see. Over here, we got the we got a +1 to hit and a +1 attack. Yes. So these ogre gluttons are incredibly ready to go. Whatever they touch will die horribly.
I hope not. So, okay. And you did try to cast a couple spells.
Yeah, I did.
But the Lord of Change blocked 2 of them.
Yeah, a lot of spells I wanted were denied, but that's the way it goes.
I think I blocked a 3rd with my Gaunt too, so you only got 1 spell off. Yeah. So cool. And then these guys have their halved movement, but they're still pretty quick.
Yes.
They would have been moved 10 anyway. So they're moving in around this side, and the Butcher is deciding to commit over to try to get that Gaunt Summoner off that objective. So the Tyrant's going for here. The Slaughtermaster is going over to this objective over here, and the Butcher's going up there. So cool. All right, we are set. Some shooting phase, right?
Yes, shooting phase. I have 1 shooting weapon. My Tyrant has a pistol, and he's going to shoot at these guys right here, the Acolyte Warriors.
The Acolytes, okay.
So 12 hitting on 4s, both miss.
Oh, okay. Well, there you have it. Ogre shooting
that's
phase.
the Ogre shooting phase right there.
Okay, so then into the Ogre's favorite phase of the charges. What do we got?
All right. First, let's start with the Butcher.
Butcher's going for it. He rolls.
Butcher with a 5. I think we could agree that hits.
Well, you +2 for the cogs.
Oh yeah, with cogs. So So he's going to have
He's going to get stuck. Oh, knocking, as he do, as an ogre would, knocking the trees over, going through the woods. There we go. There we go. It's cinematic.
So gotta do my impact hits right now while we remember to do them.
Okay.
6s. We'll do mortal wounds to the squad. So 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal wound, and the pinks do have a 6-up. Nope. So 1 pink goes down, and that will immediately create 2 blue. All right. So the butcher went in, and now it's the gluttons.
Gluttons going in. 4, 5, 6, 7, which should do it.
That'll do it. Even with the slowed move, they made it in.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get them moved up and come right back. Okay, so the impact hits are going into the horrors from the bigger squad.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought it worked on 4+.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
They're above 9, so 2 wounds.
Okay, so the 2 saves on the pinks. Here we go, 6s. That one is a leaner, but I did make that one. No, so 1 more pink dies. We'll get up to 2 blues and come right back. All righty, who's next? Oh, while you're doing, I forgot to mention, this squad of gluttons did tag that spawn as well. But you can only pick 1 squad to trample. So he trampled the horrors there.
All right, so these guys are next.
Here they go.
5, that's a leaner, definitely. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So.
Okay. Now, when you do, is it your charged natural roll for the stomps? It's not what the cogs doesn't give you more.
The cogs will not give me more stomps.
That was just
so
curious.
I'll only get 7.
Cool. All right, we'll get them moved up and come right back. Okay, so they have made it around with their 7. They could wrap a little bit. So here's the impact hits.
2 wounds.
So 2, and that means they're pinks. So they have a 6-up. No, so 4 blues will be a popping up. We'll get that put back and we'll come right back. Okay, so the Slaughtermaster didn't advance. He came all the way up here. And the way we play the terrain is you can bash right through it because it's a ruin. That's how we play it. So he's 10 away. He needs an 8 to make it in. This could be huge. Oh, it's close. Do you have any command points?
Yeah, I'm going to blow a command point.
You're going to try it? All right.
Yep.
I think it's worth it. I really do. Nope. Worth the shot, though. Worth the shot. And if you double turn, you'll get him next time. Ross visibly shaken at not making that charge. Okay.
Tyrant's
now the tyrant up on the and we do play that he had to move up. He had a 10-inch move, so he'll have to move down to do this. A 4 might not be enough. Yeah, definitely not going to be enough to make it. Do you want to see?
Well, he can make it to them. 4 plus 2 for cogs is 6.
Yeah. Absolutely, because you get the cogs. Yep. So you're going into the pinks?
Yeah, I have to. It's the only one I have range
now,
to.
The shaman is holding the objective here in the mid. So the
impact hits. Wow! 3 impact hits from the tyrant.
Tyrant is angry, rolling 3 6s. We get 3 6s to shrug. 2 shrugs in return. So I have to pull 2 pinks out, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
I forgot to pull them the last time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we got distracted.
So we'll get those popped up. Okay, so the Iron Guts now are going to follow their lord in. He left a gap for them in the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely going to make it with a big 12. So they're coming in, and they're going to roll a lot of dice. Here we go. So 6s you need?
6s. 1.
1? All right. It's on a pink, so 6 up. No, so another one goes down, putting in 2 more blues. Okay, all the charges have happened. All the ogres down the line are in. They're hungry, and they're about to eat some Tzeentch, chewy Tzeentch pink demons. So, so who's going to attack first here, Ross?
The ogre gluttons will attack first.
All right, gluttons into the pink horrors first, and they are going to be -1 to hit because they're in range, fully in 12. Of a Tzeentch Demon Wizard.
But I am +1. I am also +1 to hit, so I'll just cancel that out.
Yep. So we'll get all those dice together and come right back. So here come the gluttons here, the 12 of them. How many made it in?
11 are in range.
11 in on the pink hearts, and these are the guys that are dual wielding.
Yes.
So 6s to hit are going to give you extra attack.
Yep. So 3s to hit, 3s to wound. All right. 7 additional hits. 7, so
you
out
missed
of
with 2.
I missed with 2 out of 36, and I'll be rolling 3s to wound. 23 wounds at no AP.
23, and these are 2 damage each, correct?
Yes.
So 23.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me calculate this and we'll come right back. Okay, so we got 23 saves, and now we have to allocate them to the pink horrors first, and they are different because they have a shrug save. So there's only 7 of them left, so we're gonna do 7 first. So this is for their normal save. I need 6s because there's no red. Okay, didn't make any, but these are 2 damage each, correct?
Yes.
So we're gonna pile in 7 more, right?
Yes.
And this is. I can only do it 7 at a time for their shrugs.
Mm-hmm.
So
you need 6s to negate the damage.
So we've got here's the shrugs.
Mm-hmm.
So all the pinks are now dead, and then 7 go through onto the rest of the unit who doesn't have shrugs.
Yeah.
So that means okay. So we ran it through. So through that first volley of 7 dice that I just did, killed all the pinks, and then it spilled over and killed 7 blues, which replaced for 7 brimstones. So right now there's 13 blues and 7 brimstones, and these are the rest of the 6-up saves that are 2 damage that I have to do. I know this is very weird, but this is how it works. So 6s. Okay, so I saved 3, 4, which means that's going to be an additional 12, 24 more damage. So that is going to, we'll come right back after we do the math. All right. So after all the dice rolling, we did shrug the 1. So what happened was there are 7, after all is said and done, there are 7 brimstones left and 2 blues. And this is after our calculations. We might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get killed anyway, so it won't really matter at the end of the day. So that is that. So then it's going to go to Tzeentch's pick to attack, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to attack with these horrors over here first before they get blown up, and they're going to be wounding on 4s. So 4 saves into the gluttons. No rend there, so you will have your 5-up save. That one was a leaner for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the horrors take down 1 glutton. Oh man, not an even trade so far, but who thought it would be? Okay, Tyrant coming in hot on the horrors.
All right, so this is Thunder Mace.
You are -1 from the Locust. So 3,
1 hit.
1 hit. 1 hit with the Thunder Mace and no wound. And then he's got his club.
No, that was the Thunder Mace. This is the glaive.
The spear. Okay, the spear.
1 hit.
No wound. Well, he was tired from jumping off that statue. Okay.
Gulping bite. Missed.
Oh, did we do the gulping bites from the?
You're right. I forgot to do the gulping bites.
All right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna back it up. We forgot about the gulping bites from the gluttons. We will get those dice and come right back. The gulping bites from the gluttons into the horrors because it all happens at the same time.
+1 to hit. So 3s to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wounds.
8 wounds. Okay. 8, and then there were no pinks, but these will be 6-up saves here. So we save 3, so that's gonna do 5 more wounds to the unit. So it's gonna kill these 2 blues, and then 3 more brims will disappear. Okay, so after the Tyrant went, there's a couple brims there. So because of the pillar, one's actually gonna be out. So there's gonna be 3 brims into the Tyrant and 1 into the Ogres. These are the ones that did not get their spell off. So they're going to be hitting on... This is the brimstones have 2 attacks. So this is going to be into the Iron Guts. Hitting on 5s. Nope. And then there's going to be... what did I say? 3? 3 into the Tyrant. Hitting on 5s. Just 1 hit. And wounding on 5. Nothing. Okay. So that is it for the horrors. And who else do we have to fight with over here? We got the Iron Guts, and then you have your Noblars, and I still have my Gaunt Summoner. Yeah. Oh, and the Spawn didn't go, the Butcher didn't go, and the Gluttons up here didn't go yet.
No, they didn't.
Okay. So who's up next?
I think the Gluttons over here will go next.
All right, Gluttons are coming up. We'll get the dice ready and come right back. So 5 of the Gluttons made it into combat. They are going to be -1 to hit because they're wholly within 12 of the Changeling. So here we go. What do you need, 5s?
4s.
4s? 4s. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Oh, there's a 5 right there. There's a hit.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at 2 damage apiece.
Okay, so 5 wounds. This there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pinks. So Here we go. This is the save on the pinks because there's no rend, right?
No rend.
So 6 is the save. No. Which is going to convert to 2 damage. It's into... so that turns to 10 damage. But the pinks have a shrug. And I can only do 5 at a time. So 6s. So save 1. So that's 4 pinks down. And then 5 pinks down. And then it's going to... 4 wounds are going to spill over. And kill 4 blues. So all the pinks die. I'm going to put 10 more blues down. And then I'm going to kill 4 of the blues and put 4 brims. Okay? Got it. Okay, so now we're up to the gulping bites back into the horrors. At -1 to hit.
4 hits. 3s to wound. 3 wounds.
3, and now I only have a 6-up save with no shrugs. No, so 3 more die, and I'm just gonna, for simplicity's sake, just pull these brims because I don't have to locate the blues.
And then I have to do my attacks on the spawn.
Into the chaos spawn back here, and there looks like there's 3 of them in on him.
And are they -1?
Nope.
So this will be 3s and 3s. Removing the misses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds on the spawn.
Okay, and he has a 5-up save.
2 damage apiece.
That'll be 8 damage, so he is dead. The spawn, the vile spawn, is destroyed. Very good stuff. Nasty stuff from the ogres coming in. So all Tzeentch has left is the Gaunt Summoner on the disc. So what we're going to do is disc first. D3 attacks for 2. Hitting on 4s. Nope. And his knife, that's a hit. And it's no wound. So nothing from the Gaunt Summoner on the disc, and then it goes to Ogres for their next pick.
All right. Yeah,
so it looks like
Iron Guts.
It's gonna be. Looks like it's gonna be the Iron Guts into the horror. All right, Iron Guts coming in on the remnants of the horror squad. They are still -1 to hit, so that should bring them to what, 4s?
4s to hit, yes.
Okay, you're gonna blow these guys up.
4s to hit, and then 3s to wound.
That did cut down pretty good though. 3s to wound. That's why this area is a ruin.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. Any
at
rend?
-1.
Oh, that goes right through. 3 damage.
3 damage apiece.
So that's going to kill the whole unit.
Yeah.
So that finishes off the horrors. We'll get them pulled, and that, woo, leaving the mid open. Oh, good stuff. Okay, Gaunt Summoner, he's got 6 Noblars in on him. They are going to be -1 to hit, though. Whoop.
That's a cocked
He
dice.
fell off the table there.
1 hit, and that is no wound.
No, nothing. So it's a slap fight over here on the ruins. But the Gaunt Summoner is holding down that objective.
Yep.
So, okay.
Butcher.
Butcher is up next because Tzeentch is out of things to fight with. So, Butcher coming up next into the horror. Butcher going in with what is he doing here?
He has the Tenderizer, which, because of the -1, will hit on 4s.
Oh no, the -1 coming in handy. Trixie Tzeentch, is that all he has for weapons? Oh, he bites.
Gulping bite.
That's a hit.
And
That's a wound. I only have a 6-up. No, just 1 damage?
Yeah, 1 damage.
We'll just plink off the brim there. Okay. Wow, nasty stuff. Is that all the fighting there, Mr. Ross?
Yeah, that's all we got.
That is it. So, these guys would have to take a massive battle shock, but I do have 2 command points. I'm going to spend it. Generals right here so that they don't flee. So they're going to stay as they are, tying up the center. You lost. I don't think it matters for you, right?
No, I'm +2 leadership.
Because I did kill 1 ogre.
Yeah, but I can't. I'm going to be
Right.
in leadership 7.
Yep. So you're good to go there. And that is that. No points to the ogres, though. It's still 3-zip. But man, look at this opening we've got here now. Just the little acolytes are... I would say that they're shaking in their boots, but they don't have boots on. They just naked feet. So they're just shaking. In general, they don't want to be doubles earned here. So here we go. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's a 4. It's solid. It's solid. It looks like...
It looks like a 5!
It looks like a 5. We're going to give it to him, even though it looks like a leaner. Ogres, turn 3, coming up. All right, we're moving into Ogors, hero phase, turn 3. But the changeling, he's going to use his puckish misdirection on the gluttons there. So they're going to be at -1 to hit and having their move, which stacked with the sigil. Technically right now they're quarter moved. So it's halved and then halved again. So very, very crazy stuff. And that is that. We're going to jump right into the, we'll come back. I want to make sure we showed that, but we're going to come back after the Ogres hero and movement phase turn 3. All right, Mr. Ross. Ogres turn 3, hero movement phase is done. What happened in the hero phase?
Most of my spells were not successful, so I don't have any buffs on these guys.
I thought it went pretty well. I mean, this guy tried the +1 to hit on the, what is that? The angry, I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
But it gives him +1 to hit. The Lord of Change blocked that, and then you failed to cast his other spell.
Mm-hmm.
So the Slaughtermaster failed both of his spells, and then, well, I blocked one. This guy did the one that does D6 mortal wounds to me.
Yes.
I tried with the Lord of Change to roll double 3s. So he got it off because that means I can't change the dice to the other dice, which did 3 mortal wounds to my general. So he has 3 remaining. And then you tried the Voracious Maw, and I had to Destiny dice it to stop it. I burned my 2 5s. So yeah, pretty decent magic phase, all things considered. And then in the moving in, the Slaughtermaster got up 3 inches away from the Changecaster. These guys, I don't know if you can see it on camera very well, but they had to go up and down over this ridge here, because they have to stay 3 away from this Acolyte. They're trying to get around in the back to the Enlightened, but they lost a lot of move going up and down. But still, Ross is going for it, and the Gluttons are strung out here. We've got the Iron Guts are moving through the center, with the Tyrant going for the chest there in the middle. These guys elected to stay in combat, the Butcher and the Gluttons, and of course the Noblars are locked in combat as well. So now we're in the shooting phase. We got the Pistoles.
Pistols into the Enlightened in front of the Tyrant. 1 hit. 1 wound at -1.
So that's a 6-up save. Or you mean the Acolytes or the Enlightened?
Those guys.
Oh, the Acolytes. So he fails 1 and they have a shield, so they have a 6-up shrug. No, so it does
2 wounds.
Oh, it's 2. So two saves on that. I saved 1, kills 1 Acolyte from the pistol. I'll get him removed. Okay. All right, Tyrant's coming in through the gap. Double 1. Oh no!
2 plus 2 is 4,
so
and 4 makes it.
But still, a very, very short charge from the Tyrant. It must be he's trying to squeeze his bulk through that spot.
2 impact hits. 2 impact hits. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Well, he tried.
His guard's coming in. 11.
So that is going to be nasty stuff. We'll get them moved up and come right back. Big 11 for the impact hits on the Acolyte.
Need 6s.
None? Oh my goodness. Nothing. Should have been at least 1 or 2 statistically. That's crazy. All right. Well, we'll keep going here. Who's next?
The Gluttons
are coming.
I need big numbers.
Charge. You need a big charge. That's a 6. That's not bad.
6, 7, 8. Do I want to re-roll it?
You have the command point?
Yeah, I got 2 command points.
He's got 2 command points. You could do it. But 8, I mean, it's definitely going to get you in. For sure.
Yeah, I don't think I...
Yeah, we're going to measure it up and come right back.
Yeah.
So the Ogres he took his 8 for his charge. He did get within 1 of the Enlightened over here. For those of you wondering, the book spell is kind of like a floater spell. It just follows him around, so it's not really there. So we just moved it out of the way. So these are the 6 impact hits from his charge onto the Enlightened.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 mortal wounds.
Could you do it on 4s?
Yeah, remember, there are more than 9 guys.
Okay. All right, 4. That'll kill 1 of the Enlightened. All right, we got the Slaughtermaster here charging in on the Changecaster.
5, 6, so...
6. He's definitely going to make it in. And then you get your impact hits.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.
1. And that's a mortal, right?
Yes, that is a mortal.
He just takes it.
Yeah.
It is a bad day to be an Acolyte. The Iron Guts are coming in on them, trying to crunch some skulls. Here we go.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep, they're not demons, so no minuses yet.
And I'm initiating all-out attack.
Okay.
So I'm spending command point to do that. Hitting on 3s. Because I didn't even need it.
Well, it was... Make sure you splatter them everywhere. So yeah.
3s to wound. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds at -1.
9 wounds at -1. So that means they have a 6-up save.
3 damage.
You save 1, And then you have shrugs. So it's 8 go through times 3, right?
So you need to make 24 saves. 24 shrugs.
We'll do them 2 at a time, just because I don't have the biggest hands in the world. So first 2, 6s. Save 1, so that's 5 dead. And then next one, next 2, they're all dead. Okay. That was easy peasy. So the acolytes are dead, and then it'll be Tzeentch's pick. Okay, so now that the acolytes were cleared out, it made room for the enlightened to trigger. They have piled in 3. The aviarchs over here. This is the glutton unit like this. So we have 1, 2, 3. They're going to be able to have their spears and discs into the gluttons, all of their attacks, even their beaks. And then 1 with his spear can reach over 2 into the gluttons, but his disc and his beaks and this entire model spear, beaks, and disc are going to have to go into the iron guts. I know that doesn't make sense to everybody, but it makes sense to me. So here we go. This is the spears into the gluttons. They are within 12 of the shaman, so they have +1 to hit with their spears and beaks. And they're going to be re-rolling everything. So spears into gluttons first, with +1 attack, 3 each attacks. Blah, blah. 3 attacks each +1 for the aviarch. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling everything, because there is a unit that has fought, an enemy unit has fought within 3 of them. Okay, so missed 2, and they're going to be wounding on 3s. Re-rolling everything, but it didn't matter. So that is 6, 10, 11 -1s for 2 damage each into the glutton. This is 6 up stage, right?
Yeah. All right, so 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
So 20 damage from the spears.
No.
Yeah, they're 2 damage each.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ogres are dead.
Right. Right. Yes. Sorry. My bad. So 16 damage. I was overcounting. So
4.
So 4 ogres drop from the spears, and then there's still 2 spears to go into the iron guts. So 1, 2. There's 3 attacks each here. So these are into the. Oh no, excuse me. It's 1 spear. 1 spear into the iron guts. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling everything. So 2 hits. And wounding on 3s. So 2 -1s into the iron guts for 2 damage.
2 -1, so that's a 5.
So that's just 4 damage. So that'll kill 1 of the iron guts. And now we're going to go to the beaks, and then we'll do the discs. So beaks. Okay, so we got the 2 beak attacks into the iron guts. The +1 to hit from the shaman is active for the beaks. So that'll be hitting on. Is it 3s? Is that what I said?
Yeah.
3s. And they will be wounding on 5s, but they reroll everything because of the thing. So no beak attacks into the iron guts. Then we've got 3 beak attacks hitting on 3s, rerolling everything into the gluttons, and 5s, rerolling everything. So 1 normal save into the gluttons.
Saved.
It's a save. That was a 6, right?
Yes.
And then that's that. And then we have the discs. So it looks like, because discs only have 1 inch range, there's 1, 2, 3 discs into the gluttons and 2 discs into the iron guts. So down here we'll do the 3 discs. It's D3 attacks. Okay, so each disc. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks into the gluttons from the discs. The discs don't get +1 to hit, but they still re-roll everything. So they're hitting on 4s, re-rolling. Okay, and they're wounding on 3s, re-rolling. This is what makes them nasty. So that's 5 -1s, and it's going to be D3 each. Nasty stuff.
1 save.
Okay, so 4 go through. That is going to be D3 damage. It could just be 4 damage. Yeah, D3. Oh no! So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 damage going into the gluttons,
So
and
4,
then yep, we'll get them pulled.
7.
And there are 2 discs going into the iron guts. So D3 attacks. So 1, 2, 3. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling everything. Ooh, all hit. And 3s to wound. Rerolling everything. So 2 -1s into the iron gut.
5s. All right, 1 goes through.
1 goes through, and that is D3 damage for 3. into the iron gut. So one has 1 wound left, and oh my goodness.
No, yeah, well, yeah, 3.
Well, oh yeah, 1 was wounded on the iron. There's still 3 of them there, I meant to say. Yeah. But decimation to the gluttons got wrecked.
Bullshit.
Well, that's what the setup was. That's why I had the acolytes there to eat the hit to trigger the rerolls for the enlightened. It makes them very, very nasty. But now it goes to you, and my shaman is exposed. The tyrant can get his 3-inch pylon, kill him, and take the objective. So this is not good. I had to sacrifice a little bit. We're gonna get his dice together and come right back. Tyrant going in. What's he attacking with first?
It's gonna attack us with Thunder Mace. So hitting on 3s.
Thunder Mace.
2 mortal wounds.
Oh!
Let me just double check.
No, it's more than that, isn't it?
No, if a hit is a 6, the attack inflicts 1 mortal wound in addition to any normal damage.
Oh! So already 2 mortal wounds, bringing him down to, I think he only has 5, so he only has 3 left.
So 3s to wound.
He's gonna get squished.
So 3 wounds at -2 apiece.
Oh. Well, I believe I'm in cover. I guess that's how we would play it. So
Yes,
I think
you
I have
are
a
in
6.
cover. You get a cover.
I think I have a 6 up save then.
And
He's
3
dead.
damage.
Yeah, shaman is obliterated.
And using my splatter cleaver, I will now heal 3 wounds off of him, bringing him back to full health.
Very good stuff from the splatter creeper. So shaman's dead, but the tyrant also picks that chest up immediately because I was controlling it. So you're going to get a point this turn.
Good.
Good stuff.
I'm finally on the board.
All right, Gaunt Summoner is going to try to stab these gluttons. Here we go. Warp Tongue Blade hitting on a 3. It hits. We need that again. If he wounds with a 6, it's going to do D6 mortal wounds, but we'll see what happens. No wound. So so that's it for the Gaunt Summoner. Who's up next for the Ogres?
I think my gluttons over here will go.
All right, Gluttons here are going to do their pile in and get their attacks ready. All right, so the Gluttons here are piled in. Now they're going to be, because they're fighting demons that are wholly within 12 of a hero, they're -1 to hit, and Puckish Misdirection, -2 to hit on the Gluttons.
5s to hit, 2 hits. 3s to wound, 1 wound.
6 up, save on a blue.
2 damage.
2 damage, that's going to kill 2 blues, which is going to make 2 brimstones. Well, it's 2 damage.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to kill a blue and then kill the brim that it comes with it. So
Gulping Bites. 1 hit with the Gulping Bites. 1 wound.
All right, 6 up. Nope.
1 damage.
Now I'm going to actually have to go get a brim. Okay, I'll put him back out then. All right, Changecaster is attacking the Slaughtermaster. So he's got his Staff of Tzeentch hitting on a 4. Nope. All right, he's gonna activate now?
Might as well activate
Yay,
him.
we're already
so
over
he
here.
has the Stealth Blades. 2d6 attacks. 6.
And you will be -1 to hit because I'm a Tzeentch demon.
Of course you are.
And he's his own aura.
So 4 and 3s. 4s to hit. So 3s to wound. So right now 3 wounds at no rend for 1 damage apiece.
So believe it or not, he's got a 4 up save because I'm in cover. So here we go. 4 up save. Make 2, take 1. Still got 3 wounds remaining on the Changecaster.
Gulping Bite hits.
Oop, Gulping Bite hits.
Wounds.
Oh no. 4 up. Saved it. Yeah. It's a wizard slap fight over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Motley assortment of weapons.
Oh my gosh, is this the Noblars?
The Noblars. Do you see the Noblars? They are attacking.
Yes.
But they hit on a 6 because of your -1 crap. Oh,
Hey,
yes.
hey,
That's a leaner.
It's a leaner.
1 hit. Noblars wound.
Talk about a slap fight. They're going to do it. Yeah, I knew it. There's another one. He's got 2 wounds remaining. Okay, the horrors have piled in, and the brimstone plus 9 blues are going to be into the butcher, and then 1 blue into the gluttons. So we'll do the 1 first. 4. Nope. And then we have 11 attacks into the butcher on 4s. Okay. Not bad. And I think it's 4s, but I'll double check. Yep, it's 4s. So that means that looks like what? 4 wounds. No rend into the butcher.
All right, so I'll be. So no
rend.
So 3 wounds on him.
So just 1 damage each into the butcher. So we did 3 to him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Guys.
Okay, so the gluttons are going. One of them he has the crusher. You can see it there as going into the disc, and those 2 are going to try to pick off the Gaunt Summoner.
So this is. Do I have minuses against the enlightened?
No, they're not demons.
So hitting on 3s. Oh my gosh. 2 hits.
2 hits. All right.
3s to wound. 1 wound.
Was one of those a 6 to hit?
No, I don't think so.
So 1 wound and no rend, I assume?
No rend.
So 5 up save. No.
2 damage.
So 2 damage. So 1 of the Enlightened takes 2 damage there. And then the 2 into the Gaunt Summoner.
Oh, he has his Gulping Bite.
Oh, the Gulping Bite, that's right.
Hits on the Gulping Bite. Wounds on the Gulping Bite.
5 up save. Nope. So 1 of the Enlightened has 1 wound left. And then the 2 Gluttons into the Gaunt Summoner are going to be at -1 to hit.
Alright, so hitting on 4s. Not bad.
Nice.
2 additional hits.
Nice. He's going to die.
And then this is 3s to wound. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at no rend.
4 at no rend.
2 damage apiece.
Holy cow. They're 2 damage each?
Yeah.
Let me check something. I looked into it. I only have 1 6 for Destiny dice, which would mean from the 4 wounds he did to me, even if I took 1 away, on 3 dice, I have to roll a 6, which is a 50-50. It's a 50-50 to keep the Gaunt alive. Well, here at LWG, we don't like to play. Don't ever tell me the odds. It's either it works or it doesn't. So I'm spending my 6 Destiny dice to save the 1. And then here we go. Never tell me the odds. Need a 6. There it is. There's the LWG right there, Ross. So you do 2 go through at 2 damage each. That's 4 damage. That Gaunt has 1 left.
Gulping Bites.
I know. You're going to Gulping Bite him to death. You're going to miss. You're at -1 to hit. Yes, he missed. Oh, no. Is that a hit?
Yeah, 4's the hit.
No.
That's a wound. No rend.
Oh, and I don't have any 6s left. He's going to die unless this is an LWG. For Tzeentch. He's dead. Freaking bit his head off. Hey, I tried. Okay, Disc Gaunt Summoner. His Disc has 1 attack. Hits on a 4. Nope. And his Blade. It hits on a 4. Yeah, sure. Hits on a 4. Doesn't wound. Okay, so nothing to the Gnoblars. Gnoblars are... oh, you still have to do the Butcher into the Horrors.
Alright, Butcher.
-1 to hit.
4s. All hit.
Oh, Lord.
3's to wound. 3 wounds at -1.
Just goes right through.
3 damage apiece.
9 damage into them. So that's just going to... We'll do it like this. So 9 damage. So now I take this one away. So there's 8 left.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just kill the blue, kill the brim that comes with him. So I'll just remove 4.
Yeah.
There we go. And they're going to...
And then I have my cleaver. I have my Gulping Bite.
Gulping Bite.
Hits. Cock dice.
Oh, it is cock, yep.
That is a wound.
All right, 6 up. Nope.
One more
one
damage.
more dies, which will bring this brim out. So 8, 9, 10 damage into them. Nasty stuff. Okay, we're in the battle shock. I believe that's all the fighting. Oh no, you didn't attack with the Gnoblars.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Gnoblars.
We'll get those dice. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You know, because we forgot, that means they're going to miss, right?
They are hitting on 6s.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we called it, ladies and gentlemen. So in the battle shock phase, because he has Bellowers, and I lost 1 Enlightened, that would make me Bravery 4, and I can't afford to lose any Enlightened. So I'm going to burn my Destiny dice, or not my Destiny dice, my Command dice from the Lord of Change to make them stick, which means these Horrors who suffered 11 damage, 11 wounds, because of removing the brims and stuff, are going to have to take their battle shock test. So, yeah, it's going to be D6 plus 1 run away. Now, the way it works, though, when you flee, you count as slain. So whenever a blue runs away, he just turns into a brim to replace himself. So 2 are going to flee, which will just kill 2 blues and put 2 brimstones there. And the Tyrant is actually going to burn a CP to keep these ogres in the battle. Okay? Nasty, brutal stuff. Ogres actually scoring a point this time. They just picked up the central objective because he impaled my shaman. Or he used the hammer. That's right. He brought the hammer down on him and just pulverized my shaman and took the chest.
So
it's 3-1 right now going into Tzeentch, bottom of turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tzeentch, bottom of turn 3, hero phase. start to turn out. We did not get the extra command points from our command trait from my general, which I haven't gotten it yet this battle. So I have 1 command point. Puckish mutation does go away in my hero phase. It lasts until my next hero phase, which is now. And then I have to pick my agenda before we start. So I'm going to pick, again, the one where if I charge from more than 9 or more away, we get +1 attack on one of my squads. So that's what I'm going to pick. I think I can pull it off with the Zangors. Now, this is going to probably be a more clutch hero phase. So we're going to have to make sure we do this all correctly. The Acolytes here are going to cast their spell because they're still a wizard. Need a 6. Goes off on a 12. So that is plus another cast. That gives me 6. And that gives them +1 rend. So they got that off. Then the Changeling is going to do Treason of Tzeentch. Need a 5. Goes off on an 11. That is, I pick a squad and I roll a dice for every model in the unit. And on a 6, you take a mortal wound. And if any models die, they're -1 to hit.
What's the range?
18. You want to try to block?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to block.
So no pluses here because it's not an endless spell. Oh, close. But no cigar from the Butcher. So he did not block that. I'm going to pick a target and come right back. Okay, we're going to do it into the Gluttons there. So this is Treason of Tzeentch. It goes off. There's 11 models, and it goes off on a 6. Hopefully we can roll real hot and kill one. But here we go. Yeah, we didn't roll hot at all. That's just 1. And then the Changeling is also going to... You don't have another deny over here, do you?
Not on this side, no.
Okay, so the Changeling is going to... He's going to use his Destiny dice here. We got a 4 and a 7. He's going to be chucking out the Geminids. All right, so the Changeling's over here. Holy and 18, I could put the Geminids something like this, and then they moved 8 up to here. The light one, the -1 to hit one, has struck the Iron Guts and the Tyrant. So D3 mortal wounds on the Tyrant for 2, and D3 mortal wounds on the Iron Guts for 1.
Okay.
You gonna shrug?
Yes.
Okay.
So these are my shrugs.
This is the Iron Guts catching it.
So
catch 1, fail 1. So the Tyrant takes 1, and the Iron Guts take 2.
Yes.
All right, the Gaunt Summoner up on the ruins he's an 18 of the Butcher. He's gonna try both of Tzeentch. We need a 7. It goes off on a 7. That's going to be D6 mortal wounds into the Butcher. Come on, hot. 5 mortal wounds into the Butcher. Did we get him?
Yeah,
we blasted him. Okay, and then we're going to do... I guess that Gaunt Summoner is also going to try his Infernal Warp Flames onto the Noblars. So I need a 7 for that. Yep, that goes off on an 11. So we're going to get all the dice ready for the Noblars and nuke them. So the Infernal Flames into the Noblars, there's 40 of them there. So here we go. 5 pluses. This is 20. I'm going to do it twice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mortal wounds. And... nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 dead Noblar. Okay, the change caster here, he's going to cast Pink Fire of Tzeentch, which will do D6 mortal wounds, but I need a 9 to cast. Once per game, I can use my scroll. So I can roll 3 dice and discard one of my choice. Okay, so here we go. Need that 9. Oh, okay, so we'll take that one out. It casts on an 11, so you need a 12. No, and it's D6 mortals for 3, so just 3 mortal wounds, and then whenever he casts on a 9+, he can cast another spell. So he's going to do Unchecked Mutation. Is that Iron God have 2 wounds left?
No, he's 1 wound left.
He only has 1 left. All right, I might choose
2 left.
He has 2 left. Okay, I might try it over there. But Unchecked Mutation needs a 6. It does go off on a 7. Do you want to try to block it?
I don't think left to block.
You have any left? Okay. So I'm going to measure up distances, and then we'll check it out. Yep, the change caster is an 18, so it's going to do D3 mortals onto the Iron Guts. 3 mortals into the Iron Guts. That does kill 1.
Yeah.
Whenever it kills a model, I do D3. On a 3+, no, it would have done D3 more. Worth a shot, though. So Unchecked Mutation, getting some damage in. All right, after surveying the field, we have determined that the Tyrant is a huge problem here, and we need to kill him. So we're gonna do Infernal Gateway from the Lord of Change into the Tyrant. I'm also, I'm expending his command point to give him +1 to cast for his own command ability. Nobody else was in range. I forgot to say that before, but he has it. So here we go. This goes off. He does his thing. Yeah, it goes off because he turns. It's casting on an 11. I only needed a 7. So I'm going to roll 9 dice. This is on the Tyrant. 3 pluses are going to be mortal wounds. Okay, so that is going. Ooh, that was not that good. 5 mortal wounds into the Tyrant. But he's going to try to pass them to the Iron Guts. And it passes out a 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 get passed over, so this will take him to 3 wounds.
Yep. And the Tyrant takes 3, right?
And then, yes, you are correct, so now he's at 4.
Okay. All right. Lord of Change is going to do Tzeentch's Firestorm. Need a 9. Yeah. I don't even need to switch it. It was a natural 13. Okay. All right. Tzeentch's Firestorm. I roll 9 dice. 6s are going to be mortal wounds, and this is into the Tyrant. But I already used up my hot 6s to cast the spell, so I have a feeling this is not going to do anything. Okay, I got 1. That's going to be D3 mortals. For 3, I'll take it. 3 mortals under the Tyrant. You going to shrug them?
No.
Ooh, the Tyrant is getting brave. So how many does he have left?
3.
3 left. Not the best. Okay. That's it. That's all my magic I have. I'm up to 13 though. Mm-hmm. I'm up to 13 fate points. That's a lot. So I might be looking, if this game does go on, at another Lord of Change. So, yay, Ross is happy.
Why not?
Yay.
Yeah. Let's make more models to go along.
I do need to get to 18. I don't think that's going to happen. So, but anyway, that's that. We're going to move into movement and then shoot. Okay, Tzeentch turn 3 after the end of the movement phase. I can't summon anything yet because I don't have 18. The Lord of Change moved up. He's getting brave because he's free. He might try to take out that Tyrant and get the chest back. These Zangors actually moved back to be 9 away from everybody because I'm sitting on a 5 and a 4 for Destiny, so I'm going to make that charge and get the complete the agenda. Changeling is moving up here to support everybody here. The acolytes are moving up that direction, and then this Changecaster is actually going to move away and maintain his grip on the objective.
Boo!
Boo! Cowardice! Yay! Cowardice! Tzeentch! Yay! It's totally different than playing Khorne. I'd be thrown into the pits of Khorne's domain for doing something like that. But Tzeentch don't roll like that. So. Okay, so then the acolytes over here, they have their 10 shots. They're going to fire into the gluttons. Here we go. Hitting on 4s. Okay, and wounding on 3s. So that is 4 minus 1s into the gluttons.
Ugh. So they all go through.
Just 1 damage.
Right.
You do have your shrugs from.
Oh yeah, I forgot Nobbler.
Cool.
Yep. So only he does.
Cool. So we just cut down 1. Then the Gaunt Summoner is going to fire at the Nobblars up there because he has to. Hits on a 3. Nope. Changecaster fell back, so he can't shoot. Lord of Change, this is not the shooty one, so he doesn't have to rod a Staff of Warp Fire. So that's that for shooting. And we're going to go into charges. So we're going to spend our 5 and our 4 from Destiny Dice to make these guys charge 9. Lord of Change is also going to charge. He makes it. And that is going to be it for charges. All right, we forgot. I already moved them in, but we forgot to do the sigil. So back it up a little bit. What's the sigil? It's 3. The 3 on the sigil is Mutative Flux. Pick 1 unit within 12, and you can move them D6 inches. I picked the Changeling. He moves 3 inches. There. Yeah, I didn't really need that, but that's okay. No harm, no foul, sigil. And the Lord of Change did make it in, as well as the Zangors over here. So I got to decide who's going to attack first, and I'll come right back. Okay, Lord of Change, the Skeksis himself, is attacking the Tyrant. Let's see if he can do it. He's got the staff and the sword. So staff first. It's going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, pretty good. Hitting 3 times. Wounds on 1s, but 1s don't matter. So that is 3 at no rend for 2 damage each.
4s. All saved.
Oh god, this is not good. Tyrant, stop it! And he's got the sword. Hit him 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. 1 wound at -2 this time.
6.
For 3 flat. That's 3 flat.
Yep. Deflecting on a 4.
Oh no, you already used your 4s too.
I still got some left.
So kills a Iron Gut and puts 1 wound on the Tyrant, right?
Yeah, so he takes 1 wound, and then the other wound carries over, and then he then goes to 8 wounds.
Not enough, Lord of Change, but you tried. Okay, over to the Ogres. Who's up?
I guess I'll have to do him.
Okay.
I'll put him into the Lord of Change.
Iron Gut?
Yep.
All right, 1 iron. Although I guess cutting down that 1 Iron Gut does knock off a bunch of damage potential. So here we go.
You're
-1 to hit from the Gemini. And he's a Tzeentch Demon. So -1 to hit for that.
So I'm hitting you on 5s. Ridiculous.
Missed. Well, he would have missed anyway. So all those minuses didn't even matter.
Well, yeah, nothing. That was a waste.
So my pick then?
Yeah.
Okay, the Enlightened have piled in, but they are strung out a bit. So these 2 in the middle, and in order to maintain coherency, they're going to lose their beaks and their disc attacks. But the spears are 2-inch, so this guy's spear is going to reach the Gluttons. This guy's spear is going to reach the Iron Gut, and this guy's spear is actually going to reach the Tyrant. And then everything else will be, within the 1-inch attack range. So we're going to do the spears first. So we've got this guy into the Tyrant. He's going to be, the Shaman's dead, so hitting on 4s. Rerolling everything. And then wounding on 3s. Rerolling everything. No, nothing into the Tyrant. And then this spear into the Iron Gut. Okay, that's 3 hits. Rerolling everything. Tzeentch giveth and Tzeentch taketh away. That's 2 -1s for 2 damage into the Iron Gut. That'll be 2 damage into him. That'll do it. He had 1 wound on him. Oh no, he has 1 left.
Yes.
Yeah, you count up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We still got disc though. Then over here we've got 1, 2, 3 spears into these Gluttons, and 1 is the AV arc, so he has an extra attack. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling everything. Okay, missed 2. And wounding on 3s. Rerolling everything. Holy crap, that is nasty stuff. So that is 8 -1s for 2 damage into those Gluttons.
Save me on 6s. So 1, 2, they're all dead.
Got him. There's only 12 wounds left in the squad, and that will do it. So the mighty chopping that down.
There's my 1 hope.
Well, we still have the beaks and the discs here. So we've got this guy's disc and beak into that Iron Gut. So the disc has D3 attacks for 1, hitting on a 4, rerolling everything.
Ugh.
Hits, wounds on a 3. Yep, at -1. That's a 2 in the woods. Yep. So D3 damage for 2. Got him. Okay, and then that's it. That's the end of the attack. So just the Tyrant standing by himself. Okay, that is over to the Ogres attack. Who are you gonna do?
They're gonna attack these guys are.
Okay, Gluttons piling in and getting the dice ready. So we got 6 Gluttons into the Zangors, and there's no minuses to hit. Finally, Ross is relieved.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds, no rend.
Well, we like the number 9. No rend puts it at a 5 up. Now, my Zangors, I don't know if I mentioned it, are the paired weapons, so I don't have shields. So, they have a 5 up.
Mm-hmm. 2 damage apiece.
Yep, you're just going to kill a Zangor. So 5 Zangors dead. Brutal stuff. 5 have died, and now we forgot the bites. So here come the bites.
3 is to hit. 1 wound.
1, and I need a 5 up. Nope. So 5 dead and 1 takes 1 damage. Okay, so into the 2 gluttons into the horrors.
4s because of the -1.
Yep, the changeling giving up
1 wound.
Mutative flux. 1 wound.
Yep.
6 up save. No, 2 damage.
Yes.
So we'll just pop a blue and kill the brim that comes with him.
Gulping bites, both hit. 1 wound from the bite.
1 wound, 6 up. Nope. So that kills a brimstone. Gaunt Summoner into the Noblars. Here we go. His disc has D3, so 3 attacks. Hit on 4s. Nope. And his knife hits. Doesn't wound. And that's where we be. All right, Tyrant time.
All right, Tyrant. I doubt he can kill him in 1 shot.
Well, I'm hoping not. I do have 14 wounds. Tyrant staring down his hated foe, the blue chicken. Here we go.
Alright, that ain't gonna do.
One
-1 to hit. Is it -1?
Yeah, I'm a Tzeentch demon. Yeah, -1 to hit. Yep.
So the mace didn't do anything.
Here's the spear. Here we
Here's
go.
the glaive. I need 6s to do the big damage. Give me a break.
Oh no, did he miss?
I missed with everything.
Oh no.
Gulping bite. A
Hits
hit.
with the
yeah,
bite.
hit with that.
Yeah, rip a chunk of chicken off. Yes. Rip his leg.
Now I
Get
get
the
some
leg.
6s.
Bite his leg. Any red?
No, no red.
4 up. Nope. Take a wound.
Yeah, take a wound.
Well, he got
and
some
I
chicken
gained
thigh.
back. And I gained back D3.
Oh yeah.
So 1 wound comes back.
All right.
Splatter flavor.
No, it wasn't the splatter cleaver. It was the chicken thigh that he ripped
Yeah,
off the side.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Zangors are up next. I'm going to get the dice together and we'll go. Okay, because of the way I have it modeled, I only have 3 great weapons. One of them is the Twist Bray. So Twist Bray gets +1 to hit, and there's not an Arcanite near me, but I do have 9 models in the unit. So that means 3 attacks. Twist Bray is going to hit on 3s with his great weapon. He's going to wound on 4s. So that's 2. And then the other great weapons are hitting on 4s. Nice rolls, guys. And they're wounding on 4s. Wow, very nice. So that's 5 -1s for 2 damage to start.
And that's into the gluttons?
Into the gluttons, yep.
Alright, so 4.
That's 8 damage there. And now I'll have to get all the dice together.
Oh, and I do a mortal wound back.
Oh, these are the reflector guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does kill then this guy off. So I don't have mortal wound protection. And then I'll have to get all the paired weapons together. All right, so we've got the 9 guys with paired weapons. There's more than 9 in the units. They have 3 attacks each. So they're gonna paired weapons give +1 to hit. So they're gonna be hitting on 3s. Oh, we missed one, but I'll just re-roll there. There's no Arcanite hero, so they're wounding on 4s. No one's a leader. 9 no rens into the glut. 5.
Ugh.
That one's a leaner.
Alright, that's off the table.
Yep. Here, re-roll this one right here. Okay. So you save on 5, so you save 2. So you take 5, 6, 7 damage from the paired blades.
7 damage, alright.
Okay, so the Vicious Beaks, there's more than 9 in the unit, and it's a melee weapon, so I guess they get an extra attack on it. Right? Destined Mayhem, no. Savagery Unleashed, add 1 attack characteristic to melee weapons while there's 9 or more. It's a alright. So here we go. It's going to be hitting on 4s from the Beaks. They're wounding on 5s, because there's no Arcanite here. 1. No, it goes through. Oh. Okay, so we did the Noblars. We forgot to film it, but they did nothing. So this is just a slap fight over here on this side. Yeah. We're done over here in the middle. The horrors didn't hurt them at all. And then that's it for the fights, because the Tyrant also whiffed, and then everything else is dead. So we got to go to Battle Shocks. I lost a bunch of Zangors. What did I lose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mine +1 for my Bellower.
So 7, and they're only Bravery 5, so it's D6 +2 are going to run away, and I don't have any way to stop it. Oh my gosh! So that is going to be 6, 7, 8 Zangors flee from the might of the Gutbusters, and then
4, 5, 6. I'm fine on my.
Yeah, because you're feeding. Yeah, very good. Okay, we'll get them removed, and then now this is basically for all the marbles. Whoever, if I win this, we're just gonna shake on it. So for the roll off, it's a 3 and a 1.
Good game.
Good game, Ross. That was a good game because we're just it's Nuka-Palooza at this point, and Tzeentch is gonna.
I have no. There's no heroes left to win.
Right, but honestly, a well-fought battle by the Gutbusters. Very, very awesome stuff. I think in post-battle, again, you called out the tournament list. You wanted to do the competitive stuff. So looking into it, I was honestly very surprised and by how effective your waiting to go in was when you gave me the turn.
Yeah.
Based off of the games I've been playing with this list, it's the people that rush in. I call down the nuclear fire on them.
Yeah, I knew I had to stay out of the 18-inch range as long as possible. And your MVP is the Enlightened.
Yeah, the trap from the Enlightened.
What I should have done is I should have re-rolled that 8. I should have re-rolled that result of an 8 and try to go something higher, and then I could have put more hits into them and assault them before they assaulted me.
The other thing, right? I think that's what caught you was when the acolytes died, and then these Angors, the Enlightened piled in and just went ham. I think in the future, if you would have just like taken the tyrant over here and just clipped the side of the acolytes for one turn, just to wipe them out, and he would have still been in 3 of the Enlightened. But he might have been able to be fine because only like 1 Enlightened would have been able to get in.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you would have stayed exactly 3 away so that I can't get away from you, but you keep me tied in, and then wait one more turn, and then just kaboom. Yeah. That would have been it. But that trap is, I recommend that highly for Tzeentch players to put the chaff in front of the Enlightened, because when someone comes in with these, because nowadays, look at these gluttons are doing work. They blew up the horrors. They blew up, like, they did so much work. And you know, there's other armies that do that. Bone Reapers can kill units dead, like huge Fire Slayers, Slanesh. There's a lot of stuff that can just run in and murder. So if you use your speed bump with your Enlightened behind it, then they get those rerolls, they are devastating. So I agree with you. I think that's what swung the battle. But honestly, it could have gone either way up until that point. It was
definitely
well fought.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't realize they'd be that devastating against me. So
and we do roll random missions, and I think the mission did hurt you a lot.
Yes, the mission it was. If we had played a different mission with different objectives, where I didn't have to spread out my 3 heroes, and I could have kept them together, and where if this was a regular mission, I would have been holding this the entire game.
And that's something to note. And I think it's, you know, it's fair to say certain lists will suffer from certain missions, and I don't want to like say, oh my gosh, it's just a dumb mission, you know. And I think that's one of the strengths of the list that I'm running, that I'm noticing competitively, of a wide variety of situations, wide variety of opponents, wide variety of missions. I have like a tool for all situations. And I think that is what we saw on display here from that mission here, because you know, I can like summon new heroes and stuff. So but all in all, great stuff. I thought the Iron Guts, or the Gutbusters, the Ogre Mawtribes really gave me a run for my money. I was sweating. So thanks, Ross. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you learned a little something. And we'll catch you next time at LWG.